Testing, testing. One, two, three. What is up, folks? It is I, Will, with Exposed in the IWC, and today we're talking about what happened last night, which was Saturday Night Main Event. It was a predictable show. I will say that it was predictable, but that's okay because the wrestling was fine, and we did get one surprise on the show. Overall, I say it was a success. I mean, it was very, very cool. I was very impressed with the presentation and the commentary and the look and the feel. It was all very, very good. Overall, the show was strong, I thought. No surprise, no Charlotte Flair, no CM Punk, no John Cena, anything like that, which is fine. They did not promise those things, so whatever. I always say, if you have a card that is predictable in terms of the results, you want to have some story beats that will carry over to the next Raw or SmackDown that will continue the storylines that are interesting. Do we get any story beats? Really? Not per se, right? Like one of the matches had stakes, really. That was the three of the matches had stakes, or four. How many title matches do we have in that card? Am I already losing it? Anyway, yeah. All the title matches had stakes, right? But the outcomes were predictable. So you need to have some story beats. But the only thing we got was really what happened after the show, once the show was off air, which was KO attacking Cody Rhodes. So that's the story beat we got there. Of course, we got a new champion and Chelsea Green being the first ever U.S. Women's Champion. And then beyond that, nothing really of consequence in terms of storylines. Okay, but I'm not complaining. Okay, it was a solid show. 2 hours, so the matches had to go fast, and it kind of delivered, so I'm not complaining. IYO Sky lost clean, and I tweeted about that, and some folks had some stuff to say. We'll dive into that for sure. We'll, of course, talk about Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, what happened after that, and a little Triple H pushing and shoving he had with Kevin Owens. Overall, I give this show... I'd give the show... 7.5. 7.5 out of 10. My match tonight was a triple threat match. Talk about that later on. What do you guys say? What do you guys think? What say you? Was it a 10 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, a 7 out of 10, or a 5 out of 10? What is your ranking? I'll give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. Good show. Nothing too spectacular, but it did what it needed to do. NBC can't complain. It was trending number one entire night, so it's all good. 7 out of 10 is fair. Yeah, a solid show. That's what I would say. A solid show. Let's not complain. Yeah, 7. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. So we'll be diving into that. Do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and leave a comment later on if you're watching this on replay. And if you want me to address any of your comments, I'm over here yapping away, not paying attention to the chat. Send a super chat, okay? Send in a super chat, and I will definitely read your response, okay? So that's how you get me to shut up for a second. All right, rate the crowd. I thought the crowd started off strong. I can't remember the crowd after that, really. They had some "This is awesome" chants, so they were lively. They were there. A solid show. From the crowd perspective, I thought they were solid. Can't complain about them. Can't complain. All right, let's talk about the show, I guess, and we'll dive into some of the annoying things that happen online with the IWC. All right, so start off the show. We got Jesse and Joe here. Big time feel. Felt like a PLE. I like this, the feel of it, the retro aspect of it. I enjoyed everything that happened here. Commentary was on point. I thought they all did a great job. Joe, Jesse, Pat McAfee, Michael Cole, they all did great. First matchup was Sami Zayn against Drew McIntyre. Now, I predicted that Drew would win this match, and it went pretty much how I expected. Drew won. Good match, a good back and forth, a good opener. Drew McIntyre looked good, Sami looked good. These two can't put on a bad match. If you tell me that Drew and Sami be going at it in the ring, you're going to get a good match. I thought it was solid. Claymore was hit for the win. Drew McIntyre won. Solid opener. He says, I think in backstage segment or like a some kind of quick video for social media. It says 1 down, 4 to go. So he's clearly going after all the members of Team Roman. So like I said before, I think yesterday I said it, Drew McIntyre has to go after Roman Reigns. That will be this end game. Okay, so we have the dynamic being flipped. Babyface Roman Reigns, well, babyface in terms of the crowd reaction, taking on Drew McIntyre as a heel. That has to come soon, maybe even as early as a Rumble. He's facing Solo Sikoa. Roman is on Netflix, so you would think maybe the next Saturday night main event or the Royal Rumble, he'll face Drew McIntyre. But that's where this is headed, folks. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it should be good. I think Drew McIntyre has been the wrestler of the year for WWE. I think it is time that we reward Drew McIntyre for his work by giving him another big spot against Roman Reigns. That's what I would do. Okay. But yeah, this was a good match. I'm not complaining about it. Sami lost his damn mind. Drew's an anti-hero. He's not wrong, because they are falling behind Roman Reigns, and they're not really thinking about what he did, which is a problem for me. But he hasn't apologized for shit. So they're waiting for an apology, and it hasn't happened. So I don't know when that's going to happen, but yeah, this was a good match. Good back and forth. Can't complain about it. Solid stuff. Chelsea Queen. I know, right? I know that's right. Drew McIntyre's been great. All right, let's move on to the next match. I'll give this match 3.5 out of 5. It was fine. It accomplished what it needed to accomplish. Okay, it wasn't spectacular, but Drew stands tall. He moves on, right? Next match was IYO Sky and Liv Morgan. Now, this match was obvious, the outcome, right? Liv Morgan was going to win. I was wondering, we're all wondering, how much offense will Liv Morgan get? Will there be any shenanigans? Would there be any cheating going on here? Will Raquel come down there? Would Rhea get down there? Ultimately, ended up being pretty straightforward. A one-on-one match with not much interference. Well, not much. No interference. No Raquel, no Rhea, no Dakota, no Kyrie. A breath of fresh air. It was refreshing to see. I thought IYO had a lot of offense in this match. I thought Liv Morgan bumped well for IYO. Ultimately, I mean, let's look at this beautiful moonsault here from IYO. Liv Morgan got her shots in, but it was mostly an offensive display from IYO Sky. IYO Sky hit her classic triple German suplex that she used back in Stardom. She pulled that out for this show. That was nice to see. Here's one of the last German suplex of the 3. That was nice to see. There was one spot where IYO Sky goes for her springboard move. I think it was supposed to end with her taking a code breaker, but she fell off. She slipped. I thought Liv Morgan adapted very quickly and went to her code breaker. So everything went pretty smoothly. Besides that, I thought Liv Morgan did a good job. And she won. But she didn't just win. She won clean. Now, I did not see this coming. I was sure that Rhea Ripley would either get involved here or it'd be some kind of Raquel Dom nonsense, but no. Liv Morgan won clean. She won clean, I believe, because they want to set her up as a legitimate obstacle for Rhea Ripley in their next match. So I wanted to build her up to be strong here. But she did beat IYO clean. I did not see that coming. Now, I tweeted out once this happened because I was shocked. I said, wow, IYO lost clean. You know what that means? No Royal Rumble win for IYO Sky, right? That's my initial reaction. And people had stuff to say. In particular, was it Corey from Fightful? I'm going back and forth with him. Let's just address it. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, so IYO loses clean to good old Liv Morgan, right? And I said, well, I guess that means she's not winning the Rumble. In fact, let me pull it up exactly what I said so I can show you what was going on last night within IWC. What exactly did I say verbatim? Let's see. Here it is. This is what I said. That IYO Sky winning the Royal Rumble, my ass. That's funny. She just lost clean to Liv Morgan. She's not winning the Rumble. Be honest with yourselves. If IYO SKY was winning the Royal Rumble, what just happened is booking malpractice. Why in the hell would I believe IYO can beat Rhea Ripley at Mania if she just lost to Liv Morgan? Someone who didn't need to cheat, someone who needed to cheat every step of the way, right? She needed to cheat every step of the way, but this time around she wins clean. So why would I expect her to then beat Rhea Ripley? Doesn't make sense. That's not even the main point I have, but this address this. I love to see Rhea and IYO at Mania, but keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. It doesn't really make sense, okay? That's my point. Now, some people have stuff to say. For example, let's see here. Let's just go pull up what Corey had to say. A Fightful. He said, yeah, this to say. Literally this year. So his point was, Bayley lost clean a bunch of times, and then she won the Rumble. Here's a problem with your little your tweet here, Corey. Bayley's not IYO. Bayley is not IYO. Two different characters with two different stories and two different situations heading into the Royal Rumble season, okay? IYO was champion this freaking year, for crying out loud. Bayley was not. Bayley was taking a lot of L's. She lost clean to Bianca Belair, sure. But Bayley had a storyline set in place. A storyline set where her friends, who was one of them being a champion at the time, was doing her dirty, was kicking her out. Well, not kicking her out, but not really paying attention to her, was excluding her. She was an outsider in her own group, and she would talk behind her back, and that became a problem for her. So the storyline was set up for her to then take on IYO. That was clear. Nobody was freaking surprised about who won the Rumble. It was obvious, right? It's about her journey back to the top. She's been losing. She hadn't been a single champion in so long, right? That was her storyline. Has been winning. Has been a single champion. The Royal Rumble was going to propel her back to the top spot. And beyond that, there was a storyline in place where she was going to go up against IYO SKY. That was clear and obvious. So her losing prior to Rumble was part of the damn storyline. Duh, right? Let's look at IYO. IYO was champion this goddamn year. Okay? She was a champion this goddamn year. It doesn't have that storyline. IYO is booked strong. She beat Bianca Belair clean, for crying out loud. Let me say that again. She beat Bianca Belair clean this year. It's two different characters completely. So for you to bring up Bayley as to say, oh, this is what happened last year, so you can lose clean and win the Rumble, it's irrelevant what happened last year. Bayley 2023 is not IYO 2024. It's not. Okay, so that's one. Now let's talk about, so here's my response to that. I'm just using him for example. Like no disrespect or to Corey of Fightful, okay? I'm using him as an example right now. So Bayley lost clean to Liv Morgan. That literally didn't happen. You know, so he responded. Let me see what his response was. I can't remember. Let's see. So this is a response. I'm just using him for example. I got similar stuff like this. So let's see. Here it is. You were arguing that losing before the Rumble made it impossible to win. That's not what I argued, but let's continue. Bayley's entire 2023 arc was that she was odd, or she was the odd one out of the damage control in terms of wins and losses. Well, no, that's not her. You're wrong. That's not what it was, actually. The arc was she was being disrespected by her teammates. That's what caused the turn on damage control. They were talking about her back, and they didn't realize that. And they didn't know she could understand Japanese, okay? So wins and losses was a part of that, sure, but it's more about the disrespect. Okay, it wasn't just, oh, I'm losing or winning, yada, yada. That's a story. It was more about her teammates talking shit behind her back, okay? Was wins, losses tied to that, sure. But beyond that, it's two different characters. Who cares? I'm not arguing about losing clean and then winning the Rumble. I'm talking specifically about IYO SKY. IYO SKY losing to Liv Morgan before the Rumble does not make sense if you're booking her to win the Rumble. That makes no sense. Not even to don't even consider the fact that IYO SKY won the Battle Royal, right? So let me talk about that for a second. They gave IYO SKY the Battle Royal win. Now, Battle Royal is similar to the Royal Rumble, right? Not the same, but it's similar. They gave Io Sky the Battle Royal win before the Rumble. Okay, so they gave you the visual of her winning the Rumble before the Rumble. That makes sense. If she's going to be booked to win the Royal Rumble, why in the hell would you book her to win the Battle Royal? Okay, why would you give the audience this visual if the plan is to have Io win the Royal Rumble? Why the hell are you booking her to win a Battle Royal to get to a championship match? That's silly. That would make sense. You would book Lyra Valkyria to win the Battle Royal. That way you save the Io moment, like this, for example, that we got on Raw. This type of moment, you save it for the Rumble. You don't give it to us early, okay? It should have had, if the plan was for Io Sky to win the Rumble, they should have had Lyra win this tournament or this Battle Royal and go take on freaking Liv Morgan. That's not the case. Okay, so it doesn't make sense. It never made sense to me to have her win the Battle Royal, face Liv Morgan, lose clean. Now, we learned that fact. She lost clean. Then turn around to have her win the Royal Rumble and then go lose clean to Rhea Ripley? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, I don't buy the fact that you book her to win the Royal Rumble after booking her to win the Battle Royal. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. They would not book that. It doesn't make any sense. You protect your Mania match. You protect your Mania match. If she's going to win the Royal Rumble, you don't have her win the Battle Royal. You don't have her lose clean to Liv Morgan. You just don't do that. It doesn't make any sense. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, but the Royal Rumble win does not track with that, okay? The series of events does not make sense to me. Not impossible, but it doesn't make any sense, okay? You save that moment for the Royal Rumble. They didn't have to do this. Why the hell are you booking her to lose clean? You have to protect your Mania match. If Io will be strong, she will be strong going into the Mania, for crying out loud, and winning the Royal Rumble, you don't book her to lose clean to Liv Morgan. It doesn't make any sense to me, especially after booking her to win the Battle Royal, okay? Now, is the Chamber match still in play? Sure, she can win the Chamber, okay? So let me argue for Io Sky being against Rhea Ripley at Mania. Let's say Rhea Ripley does beat Liv Morgan on Netflix, right? Let's say that happens. Well, who is Rhea going to face at Mania? Not Liv Morgan. I would hope not, right? Not Liv Morgan. Not Becky Lynch again, you would think. Not Charlotte Flair again. Looking at the current Raw landscape, who the hell is there? Lyra is the damn IC champion. I think that's going to happen, right? Not going to face Shayna or Zoe Stark, right? Io Sky is the best option based on the current Raw roster, right? Now there is a transfer window here, so we'll see how things get shaken up with the roster. But I understand why someone would think Liv Morgan, once she's out of the picture, it would be an Io Sky Rhea Ripley situation. I understand that, considering the landscape of Raw. But when it comes to the Royal Rumble victory, it never made sense that she would win the Battle Royal. Give her a Royal Rumble visual, because this is what it is. She was the Battle Royal. You're throwing people over the top, and you're last woman standing, and you win. They gave you the Royal Rumble visual before the Royal Rumble, and it's Io winning. She goes to face the champion and loses clean. Then she goes to win the Royal Rumble to face the champion and lose clean again. Doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. The Chamber is still in play, I think. Will Royal Rumble win? I don't see so. I don't think so. Am I crazy? Did that not make sense? You tell me. Is that asinine? Is it illogical? Goshi stands are always civil. Io had a nasty botch. It was saved. It was very quick. So she slipped on the rope, and then Liv Morgan attacked very quickly. So it ended up not being that bad. So it was kind of fine. It was actually fine. Worked out fine. Io won't win the Rumble. They could still book it. It'll be objectively dumb, though. What's next for Cody and Kevin Owens, and for Liv is losing to Rhea Ripley. Liv is losing at the Netflix show. I'm convinced. Okay. So Triple H makes sure to let the audience know what the end game here is, which is Rhea. This is going to happen at the Netflix show. They've given Liv Morgan a big win. She's strong now, beating IYO Sky clean. So now I'm expecting to get a one-on-one match with limited interference here. I think they're going to have it go one-on-one for the first time without shenanigans, for the sake of ending it on a good note, to give Liv Morgan some shine in a singles role without a lot of interference. So I'm expecting this to be like a nail biter. I think Liv will be the strongest she's ever been here. She will kick out the Riptide. She'll go toe to toe, but ultimately Rhea Ripley will get the win. This will be a very close fought match this time. No, not asinine stuff with Dom and stuff. I don't think so. I think most of the match will be a nail biter. Maybe at the end, Dom and Raquel get involved, but like the first 15 will just be them going toe to toe. That's what I believe for the Netflix show. Will Raw be taped on Monday? As far as I know, only SmackDown was taped this past SmackDown, and everything else was live. So Raw will be live tomorrow, and Raw will be live on the 23rd, I think. Could be wrong about that. Oh, double taped again tomorrow? Okay, that makes sense. So the entire week is off. Okay, next week is all off. Okay, that makes sense. So the 23rd is a tape show, and the 27th, and the 20th is a tape show. It's a tape show, but we're back live on the 27th. That makes sense. The Raw is double taped tomorrow. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, why would Liv Morgan be the female who kicks out of the Riptide? Well, everybody did it. This is not new. Charlotte Flair kicked out of the Riptide. Liv Morgan already did that, by the way. I'm pretty sure Liv Morgan's already kicked out of it at SummerSlam. Becky did it? Yeah, Becky did it. It's not a new thing. Becky did it. Charlotte Flair did it. I think Liv did it before already. Yeah, so it's not a new thing. So the Riptide is not protected. It's not protected, so don't worry about that. Now her super Riptide off the second rope, that's protected. The Avalanche Riptide, but the standard Riptide, no. People kicked out of that before. I can't remember if she kicked out of it at SummerSlam or not, but she will for the first time. If she hasn't, she'll join Becky and Charlotte Flair as people who kicked out of it. So that will happen. I'm pretty sure other people have kicked out of it as well. I gotta go back and look, but it's not that protected. Let's see. Man, this is stupid. Liv been built up whole year for losing to Rhea Ripley again and again. What would it be ever next for her? They already ruined White 6, losing to Karen Cross. So you're upset with Liv Morgan's booking. What is Liv going to do at Mania? They're going to forget about her? That's a damn good question. She could be with the Judgment Day storyline. She could be in a tag team. I don't know. But they're treating the first Netflix show like a Mania. Roman, Solo, CM Punk, Seth, and probably Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan. The big match is a very important match. Okay, so it's a very important show. It's a big deal. It's not like they're putting it on main event or like a regular Raw. This is a special Netflix, one of the most watched one of the most watched Raws ever, probably. Not probably. Most certainly is. With the hype, it's a massive show. And they're treating it like a Mania. So there's no disrespect to being on that card. So yeah, we'll get that match. There, I think Liv Morgan will lose. And I agree at that point, when it comes to Rhea Ripley's Mania opponent, who's it going to be? As it currently stands, IYO is a solid option. I just think the Rumble win does not make sense at this point. Chamber, I can see. But Rumble, no. Not after having the same woman win a Battle Royal and then lose the championship clean. Championship match clean. They didn't turn around less than 2 months later, have her win the ultimate Battle Royal, right? The Royal Rumble, and then have her lose clean again. I mean, the storyline would be minimal. be a minimal storyline. You know how it is with that Rhea and IYO storyline would be weird. I just don't see it. Chamber more likely. You think they can stretch out the Liv? That would be if they're going to stretch it out, they should have did a triple threat match. They should have done Liv, IYO, Rhea Ripley at Netflix. You have Liv pin IYO. But if you're gonna do a one-on-one match, I don't think so. This visual tells me it's over, folks. They can't do it again. They can't have Liv Morgan scurry away out of this one and push it to Mania. I thought you're gonna have Rhea Ripley feud with Raquel for a while, and then have that be the way to stretch it out. Have Raquel keep Rhea Ripley busy for a while. That way you get to Mania season, which is Rumble season, and it's too late to have a match. Then you put Rhea Ripley in the Rumble match. That's what I thought they're gonna do, but they didn't do that. They had Raquel lose to Rhea Ripley, and now you have the visual. IYO loses to Liv clean, and now there's nothing to do. You must do Rhea Ripley Liv at the Netflix show, and if you do that, it's over. You can't have Rhea Ripley lose again. It doesn't make any sense. It's over. Because if you do, then you book her to win the Rumble and then get back to the match. Like, what's going to be different this time? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. If you're treating it like a Mania, like they said they're doing, it's over. It's over. I don't see Rhea Ripley losing again. This was SummerSlam was the time. That was the time. And then they did it again at what was it? What's the damn PLE that she lost to when Raquel showed up? So you had Dom screw her, you had Raquel screw her. It's over. Can't have 3 screw jobs. It's over. Third time's the charm, folks. She's losing at Netflix. She's losing at Netflix. What was the PLE that Raquel showed up? Bad Blood. Okay, thank you. SummerSlam screw job, Bad Blood screw job, then Netflix show screw job? No, it's over. Sorry, Liv Morgan fans, to tell you the truth, it is over. Can't do it again. It's over. Dakota screw job for Rhea? Dakota Kai will have her, I'm sure the Damage Control fans be happy about this. Dakota Kai will have her hands full with PFC. So it'll be IYO Sky, Dakota, and Kyrie against PFC going forward. So that's where Dakota Kai's eyes will be, okay, on PFC. She does have the IC tournament. That's where maybe she turns heel. Maybe she turns heel on IYO Sky. That's IYO Sky storyline. Heel Dakota Kai mad at IYO for some reason. But yes, Dakota Kai will have her hands full with PFC. It's over. It's over. We'll come back to that match if we want to. Let's talk about the triple threat match. This was my favorite match of the show. Fast, intricate, fun, well produced. I love this match. Gunther, Priest, Finn. I thought he killed it. This is match of the night for me. Love the powerbomb spots onto the steel steps. I like the coup de grace after the powerbomb from Priest. That was well done. I'm sorry, not the powerbomb, but the Razor's Edge. The Razor's Edge, that was cool. This is very well done match. Quick, fast. Here's that powerbomb onto the steel steps. Poor Damian Priest. This thought was great. He pins Finn. Gunther looks strong again. So this whole storyline where you're kind of not confident, he lost his edge, wondering what's going on with his mental. Now he's got his confidence back. He's looked great. He's moving fast. He was killing it. I'm a fan of this match. Match of the night for me. I'll give this probably a 4.25. So 4.25 out of 5. Match of the night. Yeah, Razor's Edge. Yeah, it was good. I was a fan. Here's a question. What was your match of the night? Was it this? For me, it was this. This is my match of the night. I could watch this match over and over again. It was great. What was your match of the night? This was it. For me, at least. This? Yeah, I agree. I don't think anything really comes close. I mean, there are other good matches, but this was a favorite for me. This was the creativity, like well produced. They were quick, fast, hard hitting, The sequencing were back and forth and back to back. There wasn't like a dead moment. Everything was fast. They had to move fast. You have 2 hours for 5 matches. You can't really let anything breathe because the TV show for 2 hours, not a 3-hour PLE. You see the difference in terms of PLE versus the 2-hour show here. The PLE, you have time to let the entrances breathe. You have more backstage segments. This is a very quick boom, boom, boom. But this was done well. Triple threat. I agree. Matches needed more time. They only had 2 hours. So it wasn't the 3-hour shows. Like the PLEs of the 2 hour. So they did what they needed to do. They were shorter, definitely. But I thought this did a good job utilizing the time given. For the most part. Well done match. I can't say enough. This is a match you go back and watch. You haven't seen it yet. Fun stuff. All right, let's talk about the next match, which was Michin against Chelsea Green. Now, like I said, with this match, Chelsea Green would be the overwhelming favorite, and she was. The crowd wanted her to win big time. I knew that was going to be the case, which is why I said she better win. Because I don't want to see Michin win and get like a dud reaction. So I'm happy they gave it to Chelsea Green. It makes sense. She's been the best rehire that Triple H has made. She's done everything they asked her to do. The comedy, the dumpster matches, putting people over, being silly, being entertaining. She's done everything they asked her to do and then some. She got over organically because of her work. Her character work and her grit and her stick-to-itiveness, and is always trying to put her best foot forward and entertain the fans. She deserves this moment. She deserves the moment. Like, I don't have a problem with her winning. Some people did not want it to happen because they think, hey, Chelsea Green, she's not the best in the ring. I want more of a workhorse. I understand that. I understand wanting a workhorse champion, someone with more in-ring talent, maybe, who can move quicker, who can wrestle better, more of an in-ring aficionado like a Lyra, like an IYO. I understand that, but I don't mind this for Chelsea Green. She deserves this moment for all her great work, for being an awesome talent, and being entertaining. Even with her social media game, I just think she's been great. So I don't have a problem with this visual at all. Got Chelsea Green as champ, and I'm happy for her. Now the question is, how long will the fans be willing to let this ride? Because right now, she's a heel champion who uses Piper Niven to get advantages in the match, right? How long are the fans going to be happy with that type of booking? I don't know. But she got over without the belt. So she's popular. So she can hold on to this belt as long as she's being entertaining. Ultimately, she'll probably drop it to someone else who can go better in the ring maybe later on. But her character work is great. She deserves it. No complaints. Michin did well. That was a good match. The crowd was overwhelming for Chelsea Green. Piper Niven got involved. She always does. And this was a good match. A solid match. And I just thought Chelsea Green deserves it. I have no issue with it whatsoever. So this tournament was all about Chelsea Green. It's all about that. So the Naomi stuff, the Bayley stuff didn't play out because ultimately they wanted her to have her moment. But I'm good with that. So, because I'm wondering if Naomi was turning heel on Bianca, if Naomi attacked Jade Cargill, it would make sense to have her advance in the tournament. Well, now we see they wanted this moment to be for Chelsea Green, so they forego the storyline potential with Naomi to have Chelsea have her moment. You felt for Piper Niven in there. She was very, very happy to see. Got emotional after the match. You can see there's a clip online where they're both hugging after the match when the cameras are off. Piper Niven is very, very happy for her. I love this moment. It's a real moment for them. Good stuff, man. It's good stuff. You see Chelsea dropping the title to Michin or Stephanie Vaquer. If it's a Stephanie Vaquer, because I don't think Stephanie moves up until after Stand and Deliver. So she'll be holding it for it's December, January, February, March, April, a good 5-6 month reign. If Stephanie gets caught up in May. That's like a good 5-month reign. Do you think she loses it at Mania? If I think she will have I think all the belts will be defended at Mania. Do you think she'll keep it after Mania? Here's a question: who's her Mania opponent? It won't be Stephanie. So who's her Mania opponent? Will it be a triple threat match? Will it be like a fatal 4-way? That's what I would do. Get more women on the card and have it be like a triple threat or a fatal 4-way. That's how you get more women on the card in a match that has stakes. And there's no disqualifications. You could have, let's say, for example, because again, we have the draft coming up here. Not the draft, but the transfer window. So we don't know how the rosters will shape up. But let's, for argument's sake, say it's the current SmackDown roster. You have Chelsea Green versus Michin versus Blair Davenport versus who the hell else on SmackDown? Not Tiffany, because she had the Money in the Bank this time around. Black Legend. I mean, I don't know. You have a multi-woman match. Get them on the main Mania card, and have Chelsea Green retain. Why do you want so many women on the card? Well, for the men, they get triple threat matches all the time. Remember that Drew, Gunther, the Sheamus Drew Gunther match? Why not have a triple threat match? Why not? The mid card for the men get triple threat matches all the time. All the time to get triple threat matches. So why can't the women have a triple threat? Why not? Why not? I don't see why not. But yeah, we'll see how the transfer window shakes out. Will Piper Niven turn on her? Piper Niven in that match. You have a Piper Niven Chelsea Michin match at Mania. It'd be a damn good match. Why not? I'll watch a Piper Michin Chelsea Green match at Mania. Why not? Many options. Do I think it'll be a straight up one-on-one between Michin and Chelsea Green? I don't think so. I don't think they run it back. I think there'll be like some type of twist in there, but we'll see. Maybe a ladder match, for all we know. Make it interesting, shape it up, shake it up, make it interesting. That's what I would do. Main event was Cody, Kevin Owens. This was a good match, of course. We got picture in picture. So unlike the other matches, when this match went to commercial, we can still watch it. I don't know why they didn't do picture in picture for the entire show. I don't know how that works with the negotiations, but they should have said, hey, let's do it for the entire show, not just the main event, but whatever. The commercial breaks were kind of annoying, but it is what it is. At least we got it. At least we got the picture in picture for this match. This was okay. This was fun match. Jesse Ventura on the commentary. Kevin Owens looked to the camera and called out Randy Orton when he hit this move. Like, hit a Randy special here. Kicked him in the head here. It was a good match. RKO. So they're both doing Randy Orton moves here. RKO to Kevin Owens on the table. The table did not break. I don't know if it was supposed to or not, but it did not break. Had the Cody Cutter, cool stuff here. Ultimately, it ends with, so Kevin Owens brings in the chair to use it on Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes counters it. He puts the chair on the ground, hits the crossroads onto the chair. So he needed the chair to take him out. Kind of protects Kevin Owens a bit here, which is what they wanted to do, make him look strong. And then he beats him. This was a good match. Match of the night, no, but solid match. Good spots, good work. They're not going to put a bad match out there. These two worked too well to put out a bad match. It was fine. And then ultimately, this happened. So, like I said before, that's true. Eggplant, that's true. Did get a visual pin on Cody Rhodes. So after he threw Cody Rhodes into the ref got knocked out. He hit a stunner on him, got the pin. Could have won the match right there. But the ref was out. By the time the next ref came in there, It was too late. Cody had already recovered. Did Cody have a visual pin before that as well? Or just Kevin Owens? I can't remember. So Kevin Owens, he thinks he got screwed. He feel like the ref let him down. And he tweeted as much. He tweeted as much early on. Early on, I mean after the match. He said something along the lines of the refs weren't paying attention. See, ref Kevin Owens. Now it's his own fault because he the one who threw the ref. He threw Cody Rhodes into the ref himself. But let's see. In his mind, he won. So he has the winged eagle right now. He has a winged eagle currently. His mind, because he grabbed it after the match. And what else? Let's see. He called out. Here it is. No, not this one. This is the Triple H encounter. The other one was the ref thing. Yeah, incompetent refs. It's in the ref's fault. Okay, cool. So he feels like he was unjustly screwed by the refs. I'm on Kevin Owens' side. Okay, I agree with Kevin Owens. Ultimately, in the big picture, he's right. I said it before. I said it again. Cody Rhodes has not given an actual explanation as to why he teamed with Roman Reigns. It's not been good enough of an explanation. So I'm on Team KO until Cody explains himself, because there's never been a proper explanation as to why he teamed with the man that tormented him for a good 2 years. Okay? The gaslighter, the manipulator, the narcissist, that is Roman Reigns, he did not explain himself well enough. So I agree with Kevin Owens. Cody Rhodes is stupid. Now, I would change my mind at any point if Cody wants to come out and explain himself, then I'll change my opinion. But until then, Kevin Owens is right. Now, I'm not justifying this package power driver. Okay? I'm not justifying it. But I understand Cody Rhodes' frustration. Not Cody Rhodes. I understand Kevin Owens' frustration and his anger towards Cody. So yeah, after the match, after getting a visual pin, after feeling he got screwed by the refs, my man came out here, attacked Cody from behind, and delivered a package pile driver, effectively taking Cody Rhodes out for an extended period of time. How long? You would think they want him for the the Mania show, aka the first show on Netflix. You think they want him for that, but I don't know when that's going to happen. Like when his return is going to be. So it's the 15th. Can he be out for what? 16 days? Almost 20 days until the Netflix show? I guess. So here's the state of Cody Rhodes in an ambulance. They're trying to stabilize his neck. This seemed like a month at least in real life, at least, if not longer. But for the sake of being super Cody and being a super babyface, he'll probably be back before the Netflix show or during the Netflix show. But he's out big time here because that package power driver. So in the WWE, they are protecting the power driver. And if this was AEW, Cody would kick up from the damn power driver, you know. But in WWE, they're saying the power drivers are big moves that are dangerous, that'll take you out. Look at Randy. Randy's not been back since he got hit with that power driver. You would think this will keep him out for a while. Now you could argue that Randy had a back problem to begin with, so there's already an issue there. Therefore, he stays out longer. You can argue that. But Cody should be out for a while. Maybe not until Netflix, which is what, the 6th? Or vacate. Yeah, that's not happening. It seemed like they're holding off Cody Randy for a little longer. I would think so. Because Cody will come back after Kevin Owens. It's almost kind of similar to the Cody-Seth feud. I guess Cody won't lose at all during this feud. He beat Seth 3 times in a row under Vince. And will probably beat KO 3 times in a row as well. How you feel about that? Do you think Cody should lose this? I mean, at this point, it's too late because the 3rd match coming up here. You can't have him lose again. We can't have him lose when he returns from injury. So it looks like KO will lose 3 straight times. Didn't they wrestle 3 straight times now? Right? Am I crazy? Has it been 3 straight times going like coming up? Let's see. Let's look at Cody's Cody Rhodes. Cage match, Cody Rhodes. I think this was the second time now, so the third time will be what? Cody defeats Kevin Owens. Okay, that was last night. Cody defeats Gunther. When was the last Kevin Owens beatdown? Am I crazy? Could have sworn they wrestled on SmackDown back in. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. I'm crazy. Let's see. When was the match they just had? Didn't it have a match recently? Wow, I'm wrong. Match in Berlin, that was a long time ago. Well, not that long, but. Huh. I felt like they wrestled more than. Looks like I was wrong. Or was I? Let me see something real quick. This search is not working right. Let's see. Let's look at Bash. There it is. Okay, it was Kevin Owens. All right, cool. So they face each other at Bash of Berlin. And now they face each other again. Okay, that's 2 times. So the third time, yeah, okay. I'm right. All right, I was right. I was right. Next time will be at the Royal Rumble or the next Saturday Night Main Event. That'd be the third time. So yes, I'm thinking 3 straight losses for Kevin Owens against Cody Rhodes. 3 straight losses. That's crazy. I couldn't remember the PLE. I knew they fought each other. I just couldn't remember the PLE. So yeah, so Bash Berlin was last time. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting for the Kevin Owens character. Because you have Randy Orton who wants to beat him up, and Cody Rhodes. So Randy wants to beat him. Cody wants to get his revenge. So who does he face first? Randy, or returning Randy, or returning Cody? I ask you guys, who does Kevin Owens face first? Randy returning or Cody returning from this injury? I don't know. Cody first. I guess so. When is Randy? Randy. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. When does Randy return? When does Randy return? Next week? If Randy does not show up next week, Cody will be on the show. Well, Cody's suspended. Not Cody, but freaking Kevin Owens is suspended, right? He's gonna be suspended. So he's gonna be off the show. I'm gonna predict Randy. Randy returns first. So we got suspended Kevin Owens. Then Randy shows up, confronts Kevin Owens, and then Cody comes back, I guess. That's for January 10th. Randy might cost KO. I'm gonna predict Randy comes back first. I mean, what are you else gonna do with Randy Orton? Like, he's just chilling on the couch, not actually injured. I hope not. I hope he's not actually injured. So when you bring him back, it'd be kind of weird to bring Cody back first. Cody gets revenge, and then Randy comes back. Unless Randy comes back during the match. Let's say they do KO against Cody 3, and Randy comes back during the match. That makes sense. Casuals on TikTok saying WWE has to terminate Kevin Owens' contract. um, let's look at Triple H real quick. So Triple H has something to say about freaking this nonsense here. He was big mad at Kevin Owens. He pushed him. So yes, he's going to be suspended for how long, I don't know, but maybe Randy or Cody Rhodes will go to his house to jump him. But yeah, Triple H came out there to sell it. People were wondering, why didn't they have it on an actual show? Blah, blah, blah. Because they wanted it to be fan captured at first. They've been doing this a lot. It's fine. Nothing wrong with having the fans capture the moment, and they can come back and show it later, okay? I mean, it's fine. But you have Triple H very, very pissed off at KO. It works well. It feels more real like this. That's all great. No complaints, okay? They showed it on Instagram. They showed it on WWE as well, the Twitter account. They tweeted it out. It took a while. They put it out there. Let's see. WWE. This shouldn't be copyrighted because it's not on the... That's nice. Giving Chelsea Green the banner here. That's cool. Good for Chelsea. Let's see. Let's go to the actual video that was off the show. What is this, a award show? Like, what's going on here? The red in the back make it look like the freaking like Oscars. What's going on here? Let's go back to the actual. Here it is. Is the one have Triple H fighting? Or is Cody Rhodes? Let me see. And this is just the Cody one. Here's Triple H getting all pissed. The Wind Eagle hit the deck. He's holding the belt. He's holding the belt. So KO has the Wind Eagle. So this is part of the storyline now. This is cool, okay? People thought that the Winged Eagle would be there for one night, but KO has it. Now storyline is getting the Winged Eagle back. So that's part of the storyline, getting that belt, which is nice. It's not just a one-off. Not just a one-off. He has that belt, and now Cody has to go get it. Not a one-off, folks. We will see that belt again. Oh, finally pushed him. He pushed him once right there. He obviously didn't want to push the boss. But he ended up pushing him then. But yeah, he has the belt. I did not see that coming. Okay, so he actually has the belt full time now. He'll be carrying it around. It's cool. That's why he tweeted, mine. He has the Winged Eagle. It's better than I thought. Okay, so it's not just a regular old match with nothing happening here. The storyline is KO has taken out Cody Rhodes. And now he has the Winged Eagle. Hey, will you do it? Hey, Will, do you miss six-person title matches? Do I miss it? Give me an example. Give me an example of one recently. I don't think so. I don't miss it. Not really. When was the last good one? You tell me. HR needs to get involved. Company property was taken. That goes to his house and confiscated. Good luck. Who are you going to send? Triple H? No. You're going to send Braun Strowman? No. You're going to send the Pretty Deadly? Who's going to take the belts off of him? Security? Security in WWE is terrible. They're all getting beat up and tossed around. Who are you going to send? Sami Zayn? Roman Reigns? Like who are you going to send there? Security in the WWE is terrible. They're all going to get stunned. It has to be Cody Rhodes. It literally has to be Cody Rhodes getting the belt back. In kayfabe is the only way. The only person who could do it is Cody Rhodes. So that's to be the storyline. Cody will get it back from him. But it's cool. Like, I like this storyline. It's solid. Okay, it's solid. Let Cody recover and chase down the Winged Eagle belt. So this is a good So KO won, even though he lost. Okay, this is what I always say about story-driven stuff. Nobody will be talking about the match result. Nobody cares. They're not talking about that. Oh, Cody beat KO. No one cares about that. The talking point is the moment after the match, the pile driver, giving the belt, pushing Triple H. That's what actually matters. The story beats, not the result of the match. No one cares. That's not what they're talking about. It's all about the belt. It's all about Cody's status medically, and it's all about Triple H pushing KO. That's how you tell a storyline in pro wrestling. The result can be obvious. The result can be straightforward, but you focus on an actual story beat that people care about, and that will drive the conversation going forward. So that's the talk now. He's on top now. He's in a wing position here. And we'll see what happens next. But yeah, I like the end of the show, even though technically it was off camera, right? It's not part of the actual 2 hours, but I did like the end of this actual show, which played out on Instagram and Twitter, not on NBC. The best part of the show was not on NBC. That's funny. Sorry, NBC. Maybe Orton will get it from him. That works fine too. You can do that. It'll probably be Cody, because Cody is the one who got it taken from him. So storyline wise, it's better to be Cody, but it could be Randy, sure. I'm still wondering what they're gonna. You're still wondering what they were teasing between Lyra and IYO. When did that tease happen? Creature Lives. When did that actually happen? Was that recent? Was that last week? Was it 2 weeks ago? Did it happen last night? What you're referring to, I saw on Twitter, but when did that actually happen? That Lyra thing. I want to know that. And we get Cody trying to get it from Randy. They're saying Randy takes it from KO and Cody tried to take it from. Problem with that narratively is that Cody has to get revenge on Kevin Owens. He has to come back and take him out. He has to. So if he does that, and there's no belt to take from him, that'd be kind of weird. It has to be Cody Rhodes taking the belt. I disagree. It has to be Cody taking the belt from Kevin Owens. It has to be. Cody injured Randy, not KO. We talking about Pedro. When IYO won the Battle Royal. Oh yeah. Well, the way they've been booking it, IYO and Lyra are like rivals. So what you're getting at is you think IYO will be gunning for Lyra's belt and not gunning for Rhea Ripley. That's a fair guess. That's fair. Especially if IYO won't be winning the Rumble. In the meantime, she'll be wrestling PFC, and then IYO and Lyra will cross paths again. Lyra might beat Dakota Kai in the final, for all we know. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Lyra and IYO are at each other's throats very soon. That is a rivalry they've been building up. I could see Lyra against IYO at Mania for the belt. It was possible, yes. But right now, the Joshi stands are saying IYO will face Rhea Ripley. We'll see if they're right, okay? It's possible. But if it's possible, it'll be a chamber win, not a Rumble win. That's just my honest thoughts on that. A chamber win, not a Royal Rumble win. For IYO Sky, if it happens. Y'all saw Priest hit a little old school. Little old school from Priest. That was nice to see. He was all the fan of the Undertaker. That's cool for Priest. Maybe Cena beats Cody. Ha! Ha! Barry Allen, you are tripping big time. They might have IYO beat Lyra on and do damage control fatal 5-way at Mania. If IYO is facing Dakota Kai at Mania in any match whatsoever, I want to see Bayley on that show. So I want to see the OG damage control triple threat match at Mania. IYO versus Bayley versus Dakota Kai. If that's not happening, I don't want to see it. I want to see the OG triple threat match among Damage Control members. So I would love for Bayley to go to Raw. Why not? Why not? Send Bayley to Raw. Send who to SmackDown? Honestly, maybe they should send Chelsea Green to Raw, Lyra to SmackDown. I don't know. It's complicated. I'm gonna wait until the transfer window is done, because right now I'm doing my own predictions and like sending folks here, sending folks there. It gets messy in my head. So just wait until the actual transfer window goes down and see where people end up, and then we'll talk after that. I think there could be a lot of changes. Bianca goes to Raw. I would love for Bianca Belair to go to Raw. Why not? But if Bianca goes to Raw, the entire Jade Cargill story goes to Raw. So that means Bianca, Jade, Naomi, and the Bloodline, because Naomi and Naomi and Jimmy are married. So you send the Bloodline to Raw, you send Bianca, Jade, and Naomi to Raw, then it works fine, right? Because I think the Bianca storyline is tied to Jade Cargill and Naomi, so there's no way to get around it. Unfortunately, I'm not predicting the only way we get Bianca versus Charlotte Flair is if it's Charlotte attack Jade Cargill, which I'm not sure that's going to happen, okay? It's the only way. So beyond that, which is unlikely, the Bianca, Jade, Naomi, the trio will stay together. So to go to Raw together, or they'll stay on SmackDown together. Either way, there's no getting away from it, okay? Bianca Belair will be with Naomi going forward until Mania season. In fact, they're currently tag team champions, okay? There's no getting around it. It's over, folks. Sorry to tell you the truth, Bianca fans, but she will be teaming up with Naomi going forward. And whatever happens with Naomi and Jade Cargill, that is her Mania story, I think. So, yeah. Naomi, Bianca, Jade, maybe Bayley are all tied in a storyline with no world title to speak of. Rhea pinning IYO at the Chamber. They're saying if that happens, I have a damn good question. Who the hell is Rhea facing at Mania? If she pins IYO in a singles match at Chamber, what the hell is happening for her at Mania? Again, assuming she beats Liv Morgan on a Netflix show. What the hell is happening? I want to wait until the transfer window. Let's just wait. Let's see Becky come back. Let's see Charlotte Flair come back. Let's see how the transfer window shakes out. And then we can fantasy book. Because the fantasy booking right now is confusing to me without knowing the transfer window situation. This is weird. So let's just wait and see what happens. Rhea, Liv, Becky? Oh gosh. Possible, but oh gosh. How do you do that? Considering the Chamber and Rumble win will dictate the singles matches. How do you do that? That could get messy. It can feel forced. It can feel forced. Let's just wait for the transfer window, guys. What if it's Rhea versus Bianca after all? I'd be shocked. That'd probably be the most shocking thing of all. So here's that picture you're talking about. I think it's very possible Creature lives. Very possible that this is IYO Sky's storyline going forward. I think you could have IYO against Lyra in a singles match or a triple threat match at Mania for sure. Maybe even IYO, Lyra, Dakota Kai. Would that be unfortunate for Bayley? Because I want that triple threat match, sure, but I can see a Dakota, IYO, Lyra match for the mid-card title. For sure, I can see that. For sure. I would not be surprised one bit to see that match. And it will cook. Can you imagine Dakota Kai, IYO, and Lyra cooking on the Mania stage, that'd be great. No complaints from me. Now, some of the Joshi stands might be upset, but that makes sense for me. It does. That makes sense. Now let's go back to the Bianca Rhea situation. I believe when Bianca faces Rhea Ripley, we'll get an actual build, because I actually think Triple H cares about that match. He cares enough about that match. That is his end game for Rhea Ripley and Bianca, so it'll get a lot of attention. So because of that reason, I'll be shocked, especially considering the fact that I think he wants to have that be a Mania main event. This is Rhea we're talking about. This is Rhea. He loves himself from Rhea. That's his daughter, right? Do you think he'll pass up on having Bianca and Rhea Ripley be a Mania main event? I don't think so. That's his way of giving Rhea her Mania main event. So I think that'll be 42. And if it's 42, it can't happen at 41. So Rhea will face somebody at Mania. Somebody. It'd be maybe IYO, maybe Becky as a heel, maybe get heel Becky. I don't know, but it won't be Bianca Belair. I'd be shocked about that one. Nia not gonna have a match. That'd be unfortunate. Do I think she'd be champion? No. I think Nia will lose before Mania. But I think she'll get a match, because she didn't get one last year. So this time she'll probably get one. Will she be champion? No, she won't be champion. Any questions? I'll open it up. Again, match tonight was that triple threat match between Finn, Finn, Damian Priest, and Gunther. That was match tonight. Happy for Chelsea Green. She is a hell of a talent. She deserves all this praise, and you can see how much she's loved just based on the reaction online from her peers, from different promotions. It's crazy how much this woman is loved. She's clearly a great person behind the scenes. So I'm happy for Chelsea Green. And yeah, the Cody storyline with Kevin Owens ended in a very good spot. So we'll see where it goes from there. But everything else was just a straightforward match. Drew winning, straightforward. Gunther retaining, great match, straightforward. Liv Morgan, that was a surprise, was the clean. Her winning clean was a surprise, but straightforward. Liv wins, setting up Liv Rhea. But overall, solid show, 7.5 out of 10. I'm wondering what happens with Asuka when she returns. Kairi Sane. That's her situation. She teams up with Kairi Sane. By then, maybe Dakota Kai turns. So Damage Control will be split up. You have the Kabuki Warriors coming back together. That's what they're waiting for with Kairi Sane. And then we can have a Mania match for the tag titles potentially. Don't count on it, but it's potential that can happen. So yeah, Kairi, Asuka team up. Tiffany cashing in after the match. Which match? Tiffany cashing in, I'm going to predict, will be... So we had Liv Morgan defending on this show, right? Last night, right? We have another Saturday night main event coming up in January, right around the corner. So they're going to do a alternating thing, right? So this time, it was IYO taking on Liv Morgan. Next time it will be Nia against somebody. Nia against Charlotte Flair. Nia against Bianca Belair. Probably not Bianca. Probably Nia Charlotte, right? Nia Charlotte. Tiffany catches in, becomes champion. That gives Charlotte Flair the motivation to go after Tiffany. And maybe you do Charlotte against Tiffany at Mania, perhaps. I'm not saying that's going to happen. Again, Tiffany and Charlotte Flair have never interacted. All these people who are doing this fantasy booking, they've never even talked. They never shared the screen. Charlotte Flair was injured, then Tiffany showed up. So they've never interacted before. So it's complete fantasy booking. People who are saying, oh, Tiffany will definitely face Charlotte Flair, complete talking out their ass. They've never talked. They never shared the screen. They never interacted whatsoever. But it's possible. Do Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair at the next main event on Saturday, which is in January, she cashes in, she champion. Charlotte Flair goes after Tiffany. Bada bing, bada boom, right? That makes sense. Travis Scott? No, I didn't see that. The new hardcore title, I didn't see that. Can you send it to me on Twitter? If you're on Twitter, just add me on Twitter and I'll look at it. Every single women's champion in WWE except for the women's tag is heels. Yep. Somebody pointed that out. They're all heels. Every one of them. I do think Lyra and Rhea Ripley will change that. Lyra will be the IC champion, and Rhea will beat Liv Morgan at Netflix first show on Raw for Raw. So I guess it will change there. But yeah, every women champion besides the tag titles are heels, and you can even argue because I think Naomi's a heel. Because Naomi and Bianca are now teaming up as tag team champions. So yeah, just one champion, Bianca, is a face. I do think Naomi is turning heel. But again, that's going to change with Lyra and Rhea Ripley soon. Save Asuka for Raw after Mania. But she's ready to go very soon. Did you notice? That's a long time to keep Asuka in catering. Asuka's teasing her return. You didn't know? Asuka has been teasing her return. So you can't have her out for that damn long. Doing nothing. You would think. Let's see. She's been teasing her return. Let me show you a reply from Asuka here. Asuka retweeted Creature Lives. I'm sure Creature Lives was throwing a party in his room when he saw that. Where is that tweet? She said she's returning. Here it is. Here it is. She says, I'm recovering well. Please wait a little longer. A little longer. Not 4 months, not 5 months. A little longer. So she'll be back by the end of the year or maybe January. So expect Asuka Sama to be back very soon. Her adopted hometown is Las Vegas. I hear you. She'll be back very soon, according to her words. There's Asuka talking here, okay? You're recovering well. She'll be back. Okay, so. Back. Julia will be the Netflix Women's Champion in January. Agreed. She will be. She will beat Roxanne after the Netflix debut on Raw. She'll beat her on NXT and Netflix because it'll be the first NXT on Netflix as well. Not in America, but everywhere else you watch NXT on Netflix. But in America, still got to turn on the CW. If Lash and Dakara are part of the Jade injury storyline, I think they are, along with Naomi. I hope they are. It means that Zarya and Soruka win next week. Who knows? I may be wrong. Are you saying they're going to win and then they move up? Yeah, that match go either way. It's 50-50. I don't think that match will have any say on what happens on the main roster. Do you call them up after a loss? That they put over Zarya and Soruka and they move up? That's possible. Or they could win and move up. Either way is possible. But yeah, I see what you're saying. But I don't think that match result will matter for how they get called up. It'll play into it at all. There's nothing to read into there. I could be wrong though. We'll see. It's all possible. Anything's possible when it comes to. Why did it disappear like that? What's going on here? That was weird. Anything possible, I guess. Anything else that I missed from that show? I think I covered it. Let me check my bookmarks. Let me see if I bookmarked something. Drew McIntyre saying 1 down, 4 to go. So Roman Reigns is the end game there. Can't wait to see that. I cannot wait to see Drew against Roman Reigns. Whenever that happens, you got Rhea taking Liv Morgan backstage. This is something to do over and over again. Saw a joke that said, "Hey, this is her Mania opponent. She won the Rumble, guys." LOL. I'm just teasing, okay? Calm down, Josie Stans. I love IYO. Okay, she's my top 3. It's Bianca, Sarie, then IYO. Okay, I'm a fan. But yeah, y'all gotta calm down a little bit. But here's Rhea taking IYO backstage. So some people believe that IYO will win the Rumble. I don't think so. Some people think this will be her Mania opponent. It's possible. The Rumble win, I think, is very unlikely. It's unlikely for IYO. When you have Becky coming back, got Charlotte Flair coming back, got Jordynne Grace in the match probably now. Yeah, I don't think so. But can you imagine if they pulled the trigger on Jordynne Grace? That'd be crazy. Can you imagine if they pulled the trigger on Jordynne Grace winning the Rumble? I don't hate that idea. I don't think it's going to happen, but I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it. It's not going to happen, but I wouldn't hate it. What else I got bookmarked here? Anything weird? Here's IYO's. After beating IYO Sky, Liv Morgan runs and jumps into Dom's arms. That was nice. Look at that. Look at that. True love. True love. Would you love to see it? I love to see that. True love between Dom and Liv Morgan. You just love to see it. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's pretty much it. I had nothing else bookmarked for this show. What if they run Rhea against Dom on that? Oh God. Creature Lives, go take a hike. No, it's not happening. And it shouldn't. Okay? It shouldn't. Dom needs to stay with Finn Balor right now. The Dom Finn Balor storyline is hot right now. It's what's important for Dom. Keep Dom out of Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley. Let it be Raquel. Keep Dom with Finn. That's the storyline for him. We're going to get the Finn Dom match soon, right on the corner. And if that's going to be the case, that'll give Liv Morgan something to do. So once Liv drops the belt to Rhea, then she dives into the Judgment Day storyline. She will be with Dom taking on Finn. It'll be a civil war within Judgment Day. It'll be Raquel, Liv Morgan, Dom against Finn, JD, and Carlito. Or Carlito will be like an X Factor, who knows? But the civil war is coming. The civil war within Judgment Day is coming, especially considering he lost. I guarantee you on Raw, Dom will talk shit. Dom and Liv will talk shit because Liv retained her title, right? She retained, and Finn didn't. He didn't win. So Liv will take a shot at Finn under her breath, or like a subtle shot. Dom might say some shit, and we're gonna get the Dom Finn feud coming up here. Will some of Julia's friends from Stardom and Marigo fly down and be in the crowd at New Year's Evil? I doubt it. I doubt it. They'll be there for Las Vegas for Mania, but New Year's Evil? No, I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't think so. I'd be surprised. Now, if she told him ahead of time, "Hey Rossi, hey Nanaye, hey Fuka, I'm winning the belt," that could happen, but I doubt it. I'd be surprised. I've heard that the Wyatt Six next feud after the Final Testament is the Judgment Day. That means Wyatt Six will be. Who told you that, Brianna? It makes sense. It makes sense. If they're watching how Finn is behaving and not a fan of it, they could go after the Judgment Day. Liv and Nikki Cross, right? Bo Dallas and with Finn Balor. It makes sense. Not a bad idea. Not bad. what I think of the Carmelo Braun Strowman match. I thought it was unfortunate for Carmelo. Not that I hate Braun Strowman, I'm just kind of disappointed. It was a squash. It was a squash. It was a match to show that Braun Strowman was on SmackDown now. I assume he'll be transferring to SmackDown. That was the purpose of it. So it felt kind of weird. Like, why even bother with that? Like, why say teasing his match and it being Braun Strowman? Didn't love it. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I just was not a fan of it. Barry Allen, what are you happy with? You're very angry on the chat. So what are you happy with right now? Stupid idea from Creative. Judgment Day is a joke. You're mad at everything right now. Such a final testament. White Six should have got more opportunities. Who do you want to see White Six face? Who do you want to see them face off against? I mean, Judgment Day is the biggest faction beyond the Bloodline. So, if not Judgment Day, who would be? It has to be Judgment Day next, you would think. If not, this would be kind of weird. It was Chad Gable's crew. Now it's the Final Testament. The next step will be probably Judgment Day. Like, who else will be? That's a step up in terms of the card, right? PFC? No, that's Damage Control. Damage Control will take on PFC. That's storyline for Damage Control. Any other? Let me check Reddit real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Any other news beyond when it pertains to this match? Any other news? Well, not this match, this card. Let's see. Nothing, I think. I think we covered it all from this show. Tomorrow is double taping, apparently. That makes sense. A big show tomorrow. A lot of people in town. I don't see anything else. What's the IC tournament next week? They haven't announced it yet. They haven't announced the match yet. I think there are like 2 more first round matches left. Yep, I think so. We'll see how that goes. Tonight we have the New Japan show, if you're interested. There's a New Japan show. Main event is Mercedes Moné against Hazuki. And Hazuki will lose for sure. So here's the tournament here. Give me the right one. I want to see Alba, Kairi Sane, Natalya. We could see both. We could see both on Monday. And then double taping might have one of the semifinals. Apparently, the final will be on the Netflix show. The first show for Raw. So maybe they'll drag it out a little bit. Let's see. Today's the 15th. Got 1, 2, 3 Raws before the Netflix show. So what you do is you have the first round match. One of the first round matches tomorrow. Another first round match for the double taping. You do both semifinals on the 30th. So you do Alba, Kairi Sane, Natalya tomorrow. For the double taping, you do Zoe, Raquel, and Kaden Carter. Then you do both semifinals on the 30th. That way the final is ready for you on the 6th of January. That's what I would do. I'm guessing it'll be Alba Fire taking on Live Valkyria. Zoe Stark against Dakota Kai. So you have one member of Damage Control, one member of the, we'll call them the Party Birds, one member of the Unholy Union, and then one member of PFC. That makes sense to me. You have Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark wins. You have Zoe taking on Live Valkyria for the Netflix debut. Makes sense to me. Is it Natalya wrestling or Raquel one? Tomorrow? I don't know. We don't know yet. It doesn't matter. They're both going to be double taped tomorrow. So we'll know the results for both matches tomorrow, regardless. Are they doing the tribute to the troops this year? No, I think they're doing a double taping. I don't know, but I'm not sure. They may just do a double taping. That's what they're saying. The chat told me they're doing a double taping, so no tribute to the Troops thing that I'm aware of. I don't know. I could be wrong. I have no idea what's going on. I'm lost. This may lead to a Julia versus Stephanie at the end deliver. I agree. I think the next step now, Julia beating Roxanne on New Year's Evil. And then we get Julia against Stephanie Becaire at the big show at Stand to Deliver. Well, I think. But yeah, so tomorrow, I want Alba to win, and I want Zoe Stark to win. Let them cook in the ring. I think Raquel Rodriguez, I assume that Rhea Ripley will get involved there. Maybe not. But I'm hoping that Zoe Stark advances there. Give me Zoe, Dakota Kai. Give me Alba Fire, Lyra Valkyria. Let Lyra win for crying out loud. You're going to have a cheating heel win on the other brand. Give me a strong babyface win here. Lyra winning the entire thing. That's what I would do. Give me Lyra. Makes too much sense. Don't piss me off. Do not piss me off. Remember how I tell you guys that the first poster means nothing? Do you remember the poster they put out for Saturday Night Main Event? The first one? Who was on it? The ticket poster means nothing. All right? Check this out. Not that one. Check this out. Roman, Bianca, Cody, Seth, Liv Morgan. Roman on the card? No. Bianca on the card? No. Was Seth on the card? No. Just 2 of the 5. Posters are nothing but marketing BS for the most part. Okay? I want you to buy the ticket, but the poster doesn't mean shit. Okay? Only 2 of the 5 were on there. 2 to 5, that's it. That's crazy. But not surprising, because the ticket poster means shit. Doesn't mean shit. I always say, doesn't mean shit. Irrelevant. So if you're somebody who loves wrestling, you love wrestling, you're gonna get this match tonight that should get you interested, right? You're getting the main event, Mercedes Moné taking on Hazuki. Getting Low Rush against Hichirio? I don't know how you say that. Some New Japan shit going on here. I mean, I don't really care about most of this stuff. Zack Saber's on the card. That's all fine and good, right? Got Mina taking on Johnny Robbie. I don't care about that. Only one match I care about here. That's the main event. Okay. That is Hazuki taking on Mercedes Moné. This match will go straightforward. It will be a win for Mercedes Moné. She'll retain. But I'm hoping it's good and they're giving some time. But yeah, it's gonna be never in doubt. Never in doubt. The outcome is never in doubt. So that's tonight. You think she turns heel after Stand and Deliver, I think Steph gets called up. That's my prediction. Stephanie gets called up immediately after Stand and Deliver. What I think happens. But who knows? Who knows? Starting on Monday, I'll be doing my stream for the top 10 female wrestlers of 2024. That'll be, I think, 6 p.m. Eastern time. That should be fun. Breaking down my top 10 list. I thought about it for a while now. Got it all laid out. We'll see how that shapes up. Folks will probably be mad, but I don't really care. It's my list. It's my list. All that really matters. And I'll be defending it. My positioning. And you see what it is. It should be fun. That's going to be Monday. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Dropping that list. Let's see. Anything else happen? Not really. There's some promos for Rhea Ripley that happened after the show. Some other promos from other talent. Not that important. I can play it here for a second. Let's see. See what Misha had to say at her loss.
Coliseum, Jackie Redmond alongside Peter Chance.
Growing up, my
Huge match to be a part of.
Jackie, growing up, my daddy told me that I had to work.
Join us here.
Daddy told me that I had to work twice as hard to get half of what everybody else has. And that continues to this day. Now, Chelsea, you brought your big one today. Yeah, you won the title. But that just means that you have a large target on your back. I promise you, you are going to have to sleep with one eye open. Every time you come in the room, you have to check every single corner because, baby, I am not going to stop until I get that title. I was this close, and you think I'm just going to walk away from it? Nah, I'm not done until I get mines. Have a day.
So let me ask you, obviously you're incredibly frustrated and with good reason and motivated, but it's Saturday night's main event. It's the first ever women's U.S. championship. Do you get to feel any sense of like pride and accomplishment to be a part of it, to make it to the
No,
finals?
she lost. She's lost, you fool.
Win or lose, we all were a part of history, right? So we can't be mad at that. I am not mad at that. I'm going to be in the history books from here on out. Would have been better if I would have won, but you know what? That just gives me more drive to go after it and make sure that I am going to be hashtag and new women's U.S. champion.
Well, it sounds like this defeat tonight has only served to motivate you even further to get what you want. So we really appreciate the time on a tough night. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. You guys have a good day. And Chelsea, once again, have a day.
So you're coming after Chelsea Green. I respect that. He chased the mid-card belt. That's what the mid-card belt is for. All makes sense. Let's hear from Rhea Ripley.
Backstage Saturday night's main event, Nassau Coliseum, right? Peter Rosenberg, Jackie Redmond, and you can't tell, one of the greatest in the world right now, Miss Rhea Ripley. Rhea, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
You came all the way to Long Island just to go stare right in Liv Morgan's little face, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to obviously see what the outcome was going to be of this match. I wanted to see if I was going to be fighting to face IYO or Liv. And Liv walked out victorious. Obviously, I want to take the title from Liv. So I thought that the best thing for me to do is to walk out there as calm as possible and intimidate the absolute crap out of her.
When you're doing that, right? When you're face to face, like you're this far away from Liv Morgan, someone that you despise and who has done a lot of harm to you, what is going through your brain when you're actually looking directly at her? What is Rhea Ripley thinking in that actual moment?
About the future. I'm thinking about the future. The past is the past. At the end of the day, I can't reverse that. I can't get back the things that I lost, the things that she took from me. But the one thing that I can do is look to the future and look at that Women's World Championship and know that it's going to be mine soon.
Okay, on Can I ask you a lighter question, Rhea?
Sure.
Can we talk holiday plans? We're sitting here right now.
Yeah, I don't care about that. So, she says that she wants that title. I appreciate that considering what happened last time. She had Liv Morgan beat in the ring. She went out there to go play piñata with Dom. That was very, very annoying. And it showed to me that she didn't care about the title. Now she's saying she cares about the title. Great. But yeah, that was very disappointing. The booking around that match was very, very bad. You know, the one where Raquel showed up, it was very, very silly. She had the match won. She went to go take a detour. And the ref was like, okay, sure, yeah, you can go attack Dom. I won't count you out. It was very stupid. Very stupid booking.
So, I want to know, emotionally, okay?
Chelsea Green.
Take you through the machinations of the match. You hit the Unbritty her on Meechin. The bell rings. You hear Lillian Garcia state the words, the new Women's United States Champion, Chelsea Green. What went through your mind?
Well, Brian,
that is disgusting.
I always knew this was going to happen, so I know
that's disgusting.
And that's so cute. But I'm not.
No, I'm not.
I've been doing
I'm
this
not putting
for
up with
10
that.
years. I worked
You put a
my
gum in his
entire
hand.
life
Get the hell
to
out
be
of
an
here.
Overnight success. And this is
Get
my
the hell
time.
out of here.
This is my night. Red, white, and green. Say it with me, Brian.
Red, white, and green. So let's talk about the historical significance of tonight's win. Obviously, you now will go in the history books as the first ever Women's United States Champion. How does it make you feel to know that you're synonymous with the likes of Harley Race, who was the first ever
Didn't care about that.
Men's United States Champion?
Didn't care about that.
I would say duh. I would say duh. I'm in the history books where I belong. I should have been there 3 years ago, but I was released. I should have been there in 2015, but I wasn't hired. So now's the time, Brian. Now's the freaking time! Anything else?
What is your time?
I like the history.
What does
I like
a
history
Chelsea
there.
Green
Well
reign
done.
as Women's United States Champion look like going forward?
It looks like
That was
I'm
well
going
done.
to Disneyland tomorrow, so I actually have to hop on the plane. So can we wrap this up?
Sure
What
thing. Have
a
fun with
run
Disney.
for Chelsea Green.
Congratulations once again.
A story of perseverance and battling back and not giving up. This woman was tough enough, so was not hired. Got fired 3 years ago, came back. She went to TNA, came back, now she's a champion. Working her ass off, not giving up, not taking no for an answer. Just like, I'm impressed. I mean, I'm thoroughly impressed by Chelsea Green. And she, like, the testament to, like, making sure you, like, no, don't give up, keep fighting, keep scrapping, keep grinding. And now she got her moment. And she's good. She's good at her job. So, wow, that's great. A crazy storyline for her. She just stuck to it, man. She kept fighting, came back to WWE after getting released. Amazing, man.
A historic night here at Nassau Coliseum on Long Island, and kicking off Saturday night's main event with Sami Zayn versus. What to think about what's going on here?
Devil, by the way, Drew, but congrats on the win.
Okay. I was under the impression this was live. It's not, yeah?
No.
Okay. I'll give you this much. I said I was going to beat Sami. I beat Sami. As I said before, it's not just within WWE. I heard what you had to say. It's not just the locker room. It's everywhere. I do a long-form interview. You can edit me any way you want, make me look stupid, make me sound like a liar. Push the golden boys. I'm sure you wouldn't. But anyway, if you want the live Drew McIntyre, unless it says live WWE, it's my social media, you don't get shit. Bleep me.
Well, I wanted to ask him who might be.
Okay, by the way.
Good job.
Thank you, Drew.
I guess.
I don't know if you saw his Busted Open interview this week, but like walking out on interviews is now the Drew McIntyre.
It feels.
Good job, Drew. Good job, Drew. I like that. Well done. They don't deserve your time. Gunther.
Jackie Redmond alongside.
First of all, we shake hands. Jackie, how are you doing? First of all, we shake hands. Jackie, how are you doing?
Congratulations. Thank you for joining us once again.
I feel very good. Thank you. Very rough weeks leading up to that. And yeah, after that, the only thought that's on my mind is, what did I doubt myself for?
Yeah, why did you doubt yourself?
All along, one stone.
Let's stop for a second. His storyline has been kind of weird. They had this whole like doubting and like being like not trusting himself and not being confident. Then just kind of just dropped it. So what's the point?
on my way. There's not a big.
Why did you doubt yourself? What was the point of that?
Keep going, and I questioned myself, and yeah, I'm going to learn from that for the future.
Well, you seem as confident as ever in this moment right now after successfully defending that World Heavyweight Championship against Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Do you think their disdain for each other was an advantage for you in any way going into this match? And did Finn make a mistake this past week on Raw by his actions, which sort of led to this becoming a triple threat?
He didn't make a mistake on his behalf, I would say, because he got himself in that position now.
And it's a dumb question, Jackie.
And yeah, I think it was an advantage for me because I got no personal feelings involved in that, or at least I usually don't have that. Maybe I had that, a little bit more this time. But similar to how it was with WrestleMania when I faced up with Drew and Sheamus, they had their thing going on, the little feud, and once again I capitalized on that.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and it seems like, Gunther, with you, you're always holding the crown for a very long time. Is there always now like an added pressure that you're not just expected to be champion, but you're expected to be champion forever, it seems?
Well, if I don't do it, who can do it? It's like a lot of my colleagues they have their head somewhere else, not on the things that matter, and not on the real goal. It's the championship, and there shouldn't be any emotions involved, any feelings involved, any personal feuds involved, and I think that's why I'm superior to many, because my mind is cold. It's try to be very focused on one thing.
Well, I'll finish with this because you started this interview by talking about a little bit of lack of confidence following a rare loss for you a couple of months ago. Would you say, having gone through that and come out on the other side successful now a couple of times, are you as confident as you've ever been? Is this the most confident Gunther we've seen?
Maybe. We'll see. Usually very confident. I was confident from day one when I walked into this company. I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of, and I never really questioned it. I questioned it recently and promised to myself that will never happen again.
All right, well, congratulations again.
I love about this dude. I love about that promo. It felt so real. That was a in-character kayfabe like promo, but it felt so natural and real, like a real person was talking. It didn't feel like a kayfabe interview, even though it was. Like a real genuine conversation was happening, like a real promo, like a real life interview, like the real person was talking there, but it was in character. Great stuff, man. And Gunther's great. I love that. That was the great. In character, but sounding real and authentic. Perfect stuff, man. Gunther, man, I'm impressed. You are so good on the mic. Sounding natural, sounding like a real person. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, folks. Again, thanks so much for joining the stream. Reminder, tomorrow it's going down. My top 10 list. It's going to be crazy. What if Raquel does need... I can't see this thing because, like, the way I have my chat is blocking. Let me fix it real quick. Okay, let me see. What if Raquel does end up winning her triple threat qualifying match? I'll be surprised by that. Well, I'll kind of be surprised, but not super surprised. That happened because we see Rhea costing Raquel at some point during the triple threat or the semifinals. If Raquel wins her first round match, I would need to know why Rhea Ripley would interfere in the first match, but not the, like, why would she pass up the opportunity to interfere in the first match, but wait till the second one? So you think if Rhea Ripley will cost her, it'll be the first round. Like, why wait until the second round? Unless she does something on tomorrow that will cause her to interfere in the semifinal match. I don't see Raquel losing one-on-one with Dakota Kai. So if she goes to the semifinals, she wins, unless Rhea Ripley gets involved. But at that point, why would you do that? I don't like the idea of having Dakota against Lyra unless Dakota's turning heel, right? I'm guessing this is why things happens. Let me pull up that damn where's that stupid bracket again? Where's that bracket? Come on, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This is what's going to happen. I figured it out. Let me see if I can find the bracket before we end this stream. I see women's SC tournament. Should have freaking like download this damn image already. I keep forgetting to do that. All right, here we go. I just use this. All right. It doesn't have everything filled out yet, but whatever, right? Shit. Okay, here we go. All right. Alba, Kyrie, Natalya happens tomorrow. All right. And that'll give Raquel time to do some shit to piss off Rhea Ripley tomorrow. I'm guessing Raquel will attack Rhea Ripley or do something to piss her off, whatever, right? So you do Alba, Kyrie, Natalya tomorrow. On a double taping, the second show, you do the Zoe Stark, Raquel, Kaden Carter match. Now Rhea Ripley has motivation because right now Rhea doesn't really hate Raquel right now. She already beat Raquel. She dealt with her, so nothing to hate right now. But if something happens tomorrow, then that can motivate Rhea Ripley to get involved in the first round match, which allows Zoe Stark to win. So that's my prediction. Tomorrow we get Alba, Kyrie, Sane, Natalya. And the double taping show, we get Zoe Stark, Raquel, Kaden Carter. By then, we'll know why Rhea Ripley will get involved. That will allow Zoe Stark to advance. Zoe Stark, Dakota Kai, Lyra, Alba Fire. How many times am I listening to Rhea? Just once. Just once. Just one time. Freaking love Suri, man. She's amazing. I love her. She's great. But just once. Just once. Just one listing. We'll see how many Joshis I have on my top 10. NXT double taping as well. That makes sense. That makes sense. So, to next week's shows, besides No. SmackDown next week, the double taping. So that'd be like a dead crowd, right? That'd be a dead crowd. But Monday will be live. Tuesday will be live of this week. Friday will be double taping. The next week, double taping for Raw, dead crowd. Double taping for Tuesday, dead crowd. But then SmackDown next week will be live. So our next live show is Monday, Tuesday, and then next week, Friday. We'll be back live. So fun times ahead. All right, guys. That's it for the stream. Thanks for joining. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. And see me over on Twitter. Enjoy the football if you're watching football. Kyrie stands still mad tomorrow. Yeah, they'll be mad because she's losing. Alba Fire is the storyline, folks. Later, guys. Peace.